Hello and welcome to Inventiva. Today I am Raunak Soni back again with today's fresh cover story. GST Council meet on May 28th may discuss tax cut on COVID related items. After more than 7 months, the meeting of the goods and service taxes of Council will be held on May 28th and is likely to see a lot of discussion on states seeking a cut in GST rates on essential coronavirus supplies, with some even suggesting that they should be made tax-free. Incidentally, the meeting, which is being held at a time when the second wave of the pandemic has been raging across the country, resulting in thousands of deaths, is likely to focus more on the above-mentioned issues as well as GST compensation being sought by states. To be chaired by Finance Minister Nirmala Sitharaman, this would be 43rd meeting of the GST Council and will be conducted through video conferencing because of the raging coronavirus pandemic. In fact, Finance ministers of several states has been urging upon Ms. Sitharaman to call the meeting of the GST Council at the earliest to discuss the above-mentioned matter. The pressure of holding the meeting on the centre was all the more as the previous GST Council was held more than 7 months ago on October 5th, 2020. Punjab Finance Minister Manpreet Singh Badal, in a letter written recently to Ms. Sitharaman, had asked the centre to consider GST exemption on essential coronavirus-related items like hand sanitizers, face masks, gloves, PPE kits, temperature scanners, oximeters and ventilators, among others. He also highlighted that life-saving items for coronavirus have been basic custom duties of up to 20% and GST of up to 18%. And said that they need to be tax-free. Recently, Ms. Sitharaman had classified doing away with 5% GST on corona vaccines will negatively impact the prices as manufacturers would be denied input tax credit, who will in turn pass on the consumers as a cost. In his 5-page letter to the Union Finance Minister, Mr. Badal said even though the GST Council is meeting after the 8 months, the agenda for it is still mundane and does not deal with substantive issues that have been raised in the past. Meanwhile, the GST Council, apart from tax waiver on essential coronavirus-related essential items, it is also likely to discuss another key issues of compensation to states, as well as bringing natural gas into the indirect tax fold. States want an extension of the GST compensation beyond July of 2022 as economic uncertainty continues in the wake of the pandemic. States were promised compensation for 5 years after GST implementation in July 2017 to make up for the revenue shortfall. If any, this was done as states lost autonomy over indirect taxes due to GST rollout. So this much for today's cover story. I am Raunak Soni and I'll come back again with a fresh one. Till then, keep watching Inventiva.